Steve Scalise and several other Republican lawmakers were shot by a deranged leftist gunman this morning. The shooter asked if the representatives were Democrats or Republicans before opening fire. Representative Mark Walker said the gunman, quote, was there to kill as many Republican members as possible. Before the shooter was named, I was smeared by the left for saying this was a terror attack carried out by an anti-Trump leftist radicalized by hysterical mainstream media propaganda. Oh look, turns out it was a terror attack carried out by an anti-Trump leftist radicalized by hysterical mainstream media propaganda. He was a Bernie Sanders voter. He said Trump should be locked up for treason. He was obsessed with conspiracy theories about Russia interfering in the election. He loved The Daily Show, John Oliver, and Rachel Maddow. He literally said, quote, one of my favorite TV shows is The Rachel Maddow Show on MSNBC. So it was a terrorist attack targeting conservatives carried out by a deranged anti-Trump, Russian collusion-obsessed leftist. Yeah, gonna be hard for the mainstream media to spin that one, isn't it? Oh, but this guy on CNN says the shooter was just tired, and Wolf Blitzer said nothing to challenge it.
He wasn't evil, that he was, I guess, tired of some of the politics that are going on.
That's what we just heard.
Give me a break. Can you imagine the freakout if an InfoWars fan tried to massacre a bunch of Democrats? Just like the Orlando massacre was Islamic terrorism, this was leftist terrorism. It's not about gun control, it's about a dominant culture that since before Trump was even elected has greased the skids for left-wing domestic terrorism. How many times have you heard me warn that the media, the left, and Hollywood's rampant anti-Trump hysteria was legitimizing violence against conservatives? Loretta Lynch talking about blood on the streets.
They've marched, they've bled. Yes, some of them have died. This is hard.
Kathy Griffin mock beheading Trump. New York Times sponsored theatre productions where Trump is assassinated. The media applauding the whole punch-a-Nazi movement. Almost exactly a year ago, crazed left-wing lunatic Michael Sanford tried to assassinate Donald Trump at a rally in Las Vegas after he grabbed an officer's gun, and the media barely even reported on it. Celebrities envisioning anti-Trump violence over and over again. It's time to take some responsibility. This is your fault. What do you think's gonna happen when you relentlessly signal to deranged crazies that Trump and his administration are committing treason and are illegitimate? This. Exactly this. This is the context in which the shooting took place. And guess what? Leftists were more outraged about me pointing out these facts than they were other leftists celebrating the congressman being shot. Let that sink in. The media, the left, and Hollywood must stop legitimizing violence and return to the realm of civil discussion. The blood is on their hands.
This hatefulness that we see in this country today over policy differences has got to stop. We can have our differences, but let's not let it lead to such hate.